from Loitering in Wonderland Studios. With Phoenix West.
Things That Will Burn in Hell, number 90. The Big Fat Advertising Dick. I'm doing a slight thing for this crop of episodes, I guess. So, welcome to the show. I'm Phoenix West. This is Things That Will Burn in Hell, number 90. Like I said, the Big Fat Advertising Dick. I do want to take a pause here, give a shout out to our sponsors, McDonald's, Sonic, and Wendy's. Those are our three big ones. They've really helped us out over the years because this show takes a lot. As you can tell, there's a lot of production value going on here, so I can't pay for that all on my own. You guys don't really go to the Patreon page that much, so McDonald's has to. So, eat food. I forgot that part. Go to McDonald's and Arby's. Missing having diarrhea constantly? Go to Arby's. Let's go to the show now, shall we? The book part of the show. I keep saying let's go to the show or welcome back from the show after the book reading part. It's all the show. Why am I doing this? This is something I started doing in the very first video I've done, which is American #1 Christmas trees, where I kept saying, welcome, now that we're back from the show, or let's go somewhere else, and I do a little segment and then go back, and I'm like, welcome back to the show. I'm like, I never left the fucking show. It's all the fucking show. What am I doing? Watch the video. Just read a book. You'll figure it out. It's the same thing every time. Figure it out. Things That Will Burn in Hell, number 90. The Big Fat Advertising Dick. I'll give you $1 million if you can walk to your local library without seeing a single advertisement for something. It's impossible. The Big Fat Advertising Dick is spread all over the world. On buses, billboards, bus stops, on television, cereal boxes, the internet, the radio, and now even before movies in the theater. It makes sense after all. Advertising pays for all those things. But sometimes it's just unnecessary to advertise. For example, we all know the worst company for advertising, McDonald's. If McDonald's stopped advertising, would people stop going there? Fuck no. People only go to McDonald's for two reasons. First reason, they give their health no second thought and will shove anything into their mouths to quiet the demons in their head. Reason number two, what most people do. The typical situation. Fuck man, I'm starving. We're like 5 minutes from home and I'm too lazy to make mac and cheese again. Oh look, good thing we're always 200 yards from a McDonald's no matter where we are on the planet Earth. My digestive system can take one more for the team. Point being, you don't have to advertise when you have a store an average of 100 miles away from each other all over the United States. People aren't going to forget you're still around. Same goes for Walmart and most fast food places. Here's something to let you know how many ways McDonald's and other companies have to fuck with you. I'll use only McDonald's ads for this example. Bend over for McDonald's advertising. Welcome back. Hey, you never left. What am I doing with my life? So I guess the point of the book, this chapter rather, chapter 90, which is the first episode I'm doing in the 90s, because it's 90 obviously. That was unnecessary information, but here we are. I just am so fucking sick of advertising. I can't do it anymore. It's just too goddamn much. I get product placement in movies, I like a little bit, I get it here and there, like a Coke sign in the background. Who fucking cares? There's Coke signs in the background of your real life. You just don't see them half the time. When a camera focuses on it, a little bit different, but I understand that shit. I really do. I get the Toyota halftime show. I get that. I don't get when it's I watch a lot of sports, so they're sitting there at their desk, and in front of them on the desk is like Mercedes-Benz or some bullshit like that, and I'm like, just put the NBA logo there, motherfuckers. They're like, no, the NBA has little things right here. And it's just like, it's not just a Nike swoosh. It's like Fitbit or some bullshit like that, or like the Apple logo, or fucking, like StubHub is one of them. And I'm just like, weird, because all your tickets, if you go to their site and click on tickets, it goes to Ticketmaster. You're fucking full of shit. If I go to that team, I forget which team has StubHub, it might be like the Lakers, I think. I better go to fucking StubHub after that, you fucking liars. It's such bullshit. And I'm so sick of a couple things. Because I have done this performance as well on stage. Not so much right here. It's a little bit better, a little more polished and rehearsed. But let me just say, I'm sick of athletes selling soda and fast food. There's no fucking way they go there. There's no way LeBron James is drinking that much Sprite. Not fucking happening. Can you imagine drinking a gallon of Sprite and then trying to play in a playoff game? Holy shit, you die. So I'm sick of that shit. I'm sick of nonstop. I forgot where I was going with this. I'm sick. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm just sick of nonstop advertising everywhere. Everything has an advertisement on it. I think I mentioned the book. I haven't read the book in, I don't know, a year at this point when I did the book part of it. But we got them on park benches, the sides of fucking buses, the sides of fucking buildings. There are buildings with advertisements on them. We got billboards on the side of the goddamn road, which are distracting as hell. Especially when it's like the ones that change, the digital ones. That's fucking irritating. It's just nonstop. You can't watch a TV show without 50,000 commercials. And sometimes on the radio, that's the worst part. Is you hear the same goddamn radio jingles all the fucking time. And then I drove to my brother's house a couple weeks ago. It's like 20, 25 minutes away on a Saturday. And I noticed I had the radio on, which I almost never do. But I was like listening and I heard a commercial. And I was like, another one and another one and another one. And I realized I'm halfway there. And I'm like, I want to keep this going. Because I pay attention. And I was like, I'm going to see how long it goes before I hear a song. And I never heard a song. I got to his house without hearing a song. That's way too fucking much advertising. I get that it pays for the radio, but calm the fuck down. And then I want to hear about like the $2 million Super Bowl ads, the big game ads. Fuck you. It's a goddamn... You can't coin Super Bowl. It's two words you put together. Go fuck yourself, NFL. Go fuck yourself. Roger Goodell hiding under your desk like Bush after Katrina. What the fuck are you doing? Talk about the goddamn Saints losing. Can you talk about it? I know this is probably months ago for you guys, but this just happened like 2 weeks ago for me. Not even 2. Literally a week ago today. This is Sunday the 27th of January. That Saints shit happened a week ago. I hate the fucking Saints, but that's still some bullshit. But anyway, I don't care. Fuck the Saints. Point is, I'm sick of advertising incessantly. I'm sick of being advertised to the point where I just bought an iPhone. Like, I have an iPhone over here, the iPhone 10. And I don't want to see any Apple commercials because of that. I don't want to see a commercial for the Apple 10, the iPhone 10. I'm like, I already bought the fucking thing. I shouldn't have to put up with this shit. I don't want to see advertisements for my Apple iPhone 10 on my Apple iPhone 10. Because that fucking happens. And I'm like, I couldn't have this thing any more than I do. Why do I have to sit here and watch you say how great it is? Because I have the fucking thing. For future reference, Apple, I have the fucking phone. Okay, you can stop sending me advertisements about the goddamn thing. I get it. I bought it. It worked. Your advertisement worked. Now cease advertising to me about this fucking product. I'm not gonna buy 2. That's never gonna fucking happen. Over my dead fucking body, that will happen. And if it does happen that way, I don't care because I won't see any more of your advertisements. It's kind of fucking worth it. Why am I getting so mad about this? I don't know either. It's just, I can't stand it. I can't stand seeing advertisements for shit I already have or am zero interest in. Like, if you watch any shows in like a certain, like, the weeks leading up to the Super Bowl are so fucking irritating because they announce their fall lineup or their lineup for their TV shows that are coming out after the Super Bowl, which is always like the biggest launch date for a show. And I also want to say American Dad, possibly my favorite show on the air right now, was advertised and played after the Eagles Patriots Super Bowl in 2005, I want to say. That's how memorable that was. I remember what Super Bowl it was because I watched that game with some friends and I was excited about American Dad afterward, and I've never stopped watching it since. So, and I've played clips from American Dad in this show, I think, but I don't want to see your goddamn shitty show. Like, there's a new show called, like, Fam, I think that's what it's called. And it's like characters walking in being like, oh, why are you here? Ha 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 ha. You invited me over. Ha ha ha. What the fuck are the jokes? There's no goddamn jokes.
Hiya, Dad.
What are you doing here?
Shannon broke into my apartment last night.
That's awesome. I taught her how to pick locks just like I taught you.
You are unbelievable.
Oh, hey, babe, how'd it go with your dad?
Fantastic.
We're tuning into Idiocracy with like the fart channel, the fart show, whatever that's called. It's called Ass, wasn't it? In the theater, it's just an ass. And it's like a guy scratching, it's farting. That's what we're heading toward at a very, very alarming rate. And then, but really, the ass on screen would have like the McDonald's logo tattooed onto it, so we can advertise during the entire movie. Because why not? It should have Arby's going down the side of the leg there and the inside of the buttocks, because that's more accurate. And maybe some Taco Bell. Now that I've thoroughly grossed you out, go to liwstudios.com. Check out the shows. Go to youtube.com/loiteringinwonderland, loiteringinwonderland@gmail.com. Patreon.com/Lovin Studios. Do those things. Aren't those great? Those look sexy. I don't think I'm going to fuck them. Get this big fat advertising dick. See why I'm advertising this shit? Oh, getting that advertising dick going on. It's not big and fat, but it sometimes gets the job done with myself. It does its work, okay? I did put, tattoo a McDonald's logo on it. That was a bad call. But they pay me $35, so I think it's worth it. And then now who's the fool? And all the McDonald's I can eat. Make poor life choices. Until next time, in the meantime, I'll see you in the Nike, Adidas, Reebok, Under Armour sponsored hell, where you're just running around in athletic gear from the demons, and they're chasing you, and you stop in Taco Bell, and you get some Taco Bell, and you're eating it, and you're like, man, this is really good. I could really wash this down with some Baja Blast. And you drink your Baja Blast. It's delicious. But you know what? A little too sweet. You wanna calm down with something else. So you head on over, you grab a nice apple pie from McDonald's, which is just as sweet. You made a poor choice. Why'd you do that? But then you're like, I'll get some French fries while I'm here. And you get some delicious, golden hot, burning, scalding hot sometimes, or just freezing cold. No, nothing in the middle. You get some nice French fries from McDonald's, and you live your life, and you bend over a little bit more while they shove that big fat advertising dick a little bit deeper inside you. And it feels great. It feels super. It gets so deep in there, it just has your wallet, and it pulls away, and it's like, clean yourself up, bitch.